February is American Heart Month. This month is the time to get serious about our heart health, iPrevent viewers. How many of y'all have ever thought, oh, I don't need to worry about that. I'm too young for that anyway. Well, iPrevent viewers, I'm here to talk to y'all about why heart disease is not always an issue associated with age. Our lifestyles play a major role in our overall health, and yes, that includes our heart health. All of us, regardless of age, should take the steps to protect our hearts. Some ways of protecting our heart health include a balanced diet and or exercising regularly. We should also protect our mental health, which impacts our hearts by creating coping tips or setting boundaries to ensure we limit stressors from outside factors such as peers, work, or even school. So, iPrevent viewers, let's get down to it. There are several types of heart disease. Some heart diseases are genetic, so it's important that you know your family history. Does anyone in your family have congenital heart disease? If so, then it is important to share this with your doctor and take preventative steps. Other heart diseases that impact our community are preventable. Like what, you ask? Well, coronary artery disease is an example of a preventable heart disease. The coronary arteries supply the heart muscle with nutrients and oxygen by circulating blood. Coronary arteries can become diseased or damaged, usually because of plaque deposits that contain cholesterol. Plaque buildup narrows the coronary arteries, and this causes the heart to receive less oxygen and nutrients. Cholesterol comes from two sources. It's made naturally in our liver and also from the food that we eat. The body already makes all of the cholesterol that we need. And by eating animal meat and animal byproducts, it adds that cholesterol and encourages more natural cholesterol production than we need. Cholesterol, however, cannot travel alone within the bloodstream. To get around this problem, the body packages cholesterol and other lipids into smaller particles that are easily mixed with blood. These tiny particles, called lipoproteins, move cholesterol and other fats throughout the body. The bad version of this is low-density lipoprotein, better known as LDL, or bad cholesterol. LDL is rich in cholesterol and lacks healthy triglycerides. It sends cholesterol to tissues and is associated to the buildup of artery-clogging plaque. Did you know that 7% of the U.S. children and adolescents aged 6 to 19 have a high total cholesterol? High cholesterol has no symptoms. So many people do not know whether their cholesterol is too high or not. A simple blood test can check cholesterol levels. When's the last time you've had a cholesterol level check? Those with coronary heart disease are also more prone to myocardial infarctions or heart attacks. Heart attacks occur when part of the heart muscle does not get enough blood. Since the accumulation of plaque in the heart is painless, a lot of people do not know plaque is building up in their heart. Unfortunately, the only time many folks know is after they've suffered a heart attack. And with that, it is also important that we know the 5 major symptoms of a heart attack. They are chest pain or discomfort. Most heart attacks involve discomfort in the center or left side of the chest that lasts for more than a few minutes or that goes away and comes back. The discomfort can feel like an uncomfortable pressure, squeezing, or fullness, or maybe even pain. The second sign is feeling weak or lightheaded, or maybe even faint. You may also break out into a cold sweat. The third sign is pain or discomfort in the jaw, neck, or back. The fourth sign is pain or discomfort in one or both arms or shoulders. And the fifth and final sign is shortness of breath. Coronary heart disease was thought to be an illness that only affects older individuals, but it is now shifting because of our society's exercise and diet habits. It is also important to be aware of heart failure. Heart failure is also known as congestive heart failure. And heart failure occurs when the heart does not pump blood around the body efficiently. The left or the right side of the heart might be affected. Coronary artery disease or high blood pressure can, over time, leave the heart too stiff or weak to pump blood properly. So, what can you do to make sure your heart is healthy? Some would say just eat Cheerios, but in actuality, it takes more effort. You have to live a heart-healthy lifestyle, which means a few things. Number 1 is to not smoke or use tobacco. Chemicals in tobacco can damage your heart and blood vessels. And cigarette smoke reduces the oxygen in your blood, which increases your blood pressure and heart rate because your heart has to work harder to supply enough oxygen to your body and brain. The second tip to living a heart-healthy lifestyle is getting at least 30 minutes of activity each day. The third tip to living a heart-healthy lifestyle is adding fruits and veggies to your meals. Limit sugars, salts, alcohol, and trans fats found in fast food, chips, and baked goods. Cut those foods out that produce low-density lipoproteins that we talked about earlier in the video. The fourth tip is to get good rest and sleep. Sleep is how we heal our bodies, and without it, our health is at stake. How many hours of sleep do you get? Is it within the recommended amount for your age group? The fifth tip is dealing with stress. We all deal with stress in many different ways. Some may overeat, or some may turn to smoking or alcohol consumption. Think about different ways to manage stress. Increasing exercise, turning to mental health professionals, eating healthier, turning to arts to express yourself are all things that you can do to manage your stress. The sixth tip is to make sure you are getting regular health screenings. Although we are young, it is never the wrong time to be concerned about our health. Also, it's a great way to get in the routine of regularly taking care of your health. And for those that have a history of heart disease in the family, you should definitely get checked out regularly. As heart disease tends to be the leading cause of death in older individuals, we can take steps now in our youth to prevent the precursors to heart disease, such as high cholesterol and high blood pressure. Finding places to screen for high blood pressure is easy. Do you remember those armrest machines near the pharmacy that we all used to play with? Well, those are actually blood pressure cuffs. This is a quick and easy resource. And another great resource to get in-depth testing and treatment is right here at OHL. Our community clinic is located at 1125 North Tonti, that's Tonti, and it's available to all low-income and Medicaid insurance holders. Call 504-418-4955 to schedule your appointment today. It's time to get serious about your heart health. You'll thank yourself in the future.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at iPrevent OHL and Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at iPrevent_OHL.
Signing off, but never stopping our work at iPrevent.
Thanks for listening to
iPrevent Radio. Don't forget to download our app. It's now available and free for Androids and iPhones. Just go to the Google Store or the App Store and search iPrevent OHL.